Well, hey there, Jen and Scott here again. Today we've driven up the road about 60 k's to the little town of Birr, B-I-R-R. We've come to see the Birr Castle, but we had a few problems in finding a place to park. So when we finally found a spot to park, we came across this cathedral just here. Look at that, that's pretty cool. The things you come across. We'll go and have a look at the name of it and then we can tell you what it is. So it is the St Brendan's Church of Ireland. There you go, St Brendan's Church. Really nice clock tower there. Bright blue clock on it. Bright red doors on the church. Really nice. We are heading up this direction here, right up the end here to Birr Castle Defence. These are the gates to the Birr Castle on the grounds. We don't know if it's actually open. The gates just opened for a truck that just went in, but they were closed just a minute ago. So I don't believe we can actually go in that entrance just there. But you can see the castle walls here. See a bit more of the Birr Castle as we continue on down. Birr. Is it Birr or Birr? I'm not sure. B-I-R-R. How do you pronounce it? So we've come into this section here. The gate was open. I assume that means we're okay to come in. This is the cafe and the shop section here of Birr Castle. Now, they probably aren't open, but there may be restrooms which would be convenient. But you can see the old buildings here. Looks fantastic. Okay, so they're not open at this stage. Things like this, parks and gardens, public parks and gardens and things like that open on April 26th. So we're not able to go in and explore or anything at this stage, seeing as it's the 20th. We've got to wait until next week. But that's alright, it was a nice drive out. We'll have a wander around the town and see what else we can see, and then continue on our way. This little lane where we're walking through here is called Church Lane, and there's just over here is the old ruins of an old church. Not really sure what that church is. There was nothing to say what it was. There's a few headstones in the graveyard just out the front of it. But yeah. We've just come up the main street over here and we're now in the town square. Just give you a little bit of look around. Dooley's Hotel over there. There is a stone pedestal here in the middle of town. We haven't been over to it yet to see what it represents or anything, but we'll go and have a squiz in a minute. Bank of Ireland over here, Garda station, which is the police, just behind Jen there. So, yeah, Emmett Square. Emmett Square is where we are, that's what the sign says. Commemorate the bicentennial of the execution of Robert Emmet. Emmett Square. This stone that you can see just here is called the Birr Stone. It was referred to by a bloke back in the 12th century as Umbilicus Hibernae, I think is how you pronounce it, Umbilicus Hibernae, or the navel of Ireland. So that stone there is the navel of Ireland. This building here is right next to the navel of Ireland. Don't know what it is, there's no sign on it or anything at all. All I know is that there's a bloke mowing the lawn over there, and there's a cannon. So I don't know what that building is, but it's got nice columns on it. It's very cool. And nice purple flowers right at the front. So this here is the other St Brendan's. This is St Brendan's Roman Catholic Church. pointy spire on the church out the front here. Churches are open for private worship, but not for church services or anything like that. So we could go in, but we can't show you anything once we get in there. I will just show you over here. Look at all those beautiful cherry trees over there. These buildings over here are the Civic Centre and the public library. How cool does that building look? Looks sensational. I'm going to go and have a look here at the gravestones, and then I might poke my head on the inside and see. So we're just walking down the street here beside the church. Over here is the school, the Mercy Primary School, and we're heading back to the main street so that we can then go back to Dougal. Just go through the arch here. This is the St Brendan's from the back. So you can see what it looks like. Well, we're heading home. There's Dougal just parked there. We're just in a little rest area, picnic area off the side of the main road here. Just stopped and had some lunch. It's about 3 o'clock or 3:30 or something. I don't know exactly. But just over here is a whole field of cows. Look at them all. Aren't they lovely? Lovely cows. Look at them all just having a rest over there on the grass. There's little ones, there's big ones, black ones, brown ones, white ones. Oh, lovely cows. But on top of that, just over the other side here, over the fence, is a whole paddock of sheep. Look at them. Hello, sheepies. So sheep in this paddock and cows in the other paddock. Look at all the sheep out there. Aren't they lovely? Which do you like better, the sheepies or the cows? Can't really decide. Righto, well, we're heading back home now to Capamore. As you can probably see, it's raining and the wipers are going. And yeah, so hoping that it all rains out this afternoon and tonight so that tomorrow's a nice sunny day. That'd be awesome. And Wednesday as well. So we'll see. But yeah, for now, we are on our way home. We will say see ya. Bye from me. Bye.
Bye.
Bye from Jen. And we'll talk to you again soon. See ya. Well, g'day. Today we've come out to a place that's not very far from home. It's about 12 or 13 kilometres up the road, so nice and close. The place that we've come to is called Clare Glen. Sorry, I'm just dressing myself in the mirror here. So yeah, the place that we've come to is called Clare Glen, and it's a glen is a valley, so Clare Valley essentially. There's a number of walks to do here. There's at least one waterfall that we can hear, so we're going to go and have a squiz and check it out, see what it's like, and we'll take you along with us. Alright, so we are just heading down some stairs down here, through and under the trees. You can see the river down here. The track that we're taking up to Clare Glen, or Clare Falls I think it's called, is about a 4-kilometre return. It's a loop track. So we will head on up through here. We just put our rain jackets on, and just in case, seeing as it's 4 kilometres, we figured, oh well, we don't want to get stuck somewhere way out in the bush and get drenched. So we'll see how we go. There's the river down there. There's a life buoy. There's some falls over through there. Hopefully we'll get to see them a little bit closer as we walk on up. But there's a number of falls along the way, so we'll see how we go. These are the first falls that we come to. We don't have a map, so we don't know the names of them or anything, but they look really pretty, don't they? Really pretty, these little falls just here. They're not massive, but yeah, nice. We'll see if we can get some photos and then we'll continue heading upriver. So just at this point here, we now come back out and up onto the road, and we'll go over and cross through that gate down over there. Look at that pretty bridge with all the ivy on it. It's an old stone bridge. Water running through it. We head up over this way through the gate on the other side of the road, just here. So the trail here winding its way up alongside the Clare River. We just passed the Clare Bridge and we're going up the Clare Glens. I was just reading that this river separates the two counties of Limerick and Tipperary. It's nice and green and foresty, and you can hear the birds all around and the river running. It's just lovely out here. Really nice. Oh, here's our first obstacle. A hill. I think this is the first sunshine that we've had since we've been here in Ireland. You can see it coming through the forest here on the floor. A little bit of sunshine. You can see some falls up here. They're pretty. Just here right beside us where we're walking, these cliffs. Way up. And there's trees coming out the top of them up there. So here's the next set of falls. Aren't they pretty? Water coming down. The rocks are a little bit slippery, but we make our way here safely, so that's good. So I scrambled down the side of a hill back down towards the riverbank here, just to see this picture here, the river snaking along and the falls right up the end up there. That looks awesome, don't you reckon? I think it looks great. So we've come to what I think might be the end of the first half, the 1 kilometre in mark, or the start of the 2 kilometre return. This is the bridge that was on the map. We're going to continue on a little bit, see how we go. Jen's had a bit of a tough time. The rocks have been quite slippery, so it's taken us a while. How are you feeling? Tired. She doesn't look happy, does she? Alright, we'll keep going on. We just climbed up to the top of the hill, and just a nice view of the paddocks and the trees and the forest in the background. No animals just here, sadly, because we like the coos and the sheepies and the donkeys. But we haven't got any photos of donkeys yet. I've seen them around about the place, but there's never a spot to park the car and take a photo. However, we will catch them. Just wandering along. Oh, we can
hear falls somewhere. They must be reasonably big ones because we're a bit far away from the river at the moment, and it's still really loud. So, sounds cool. They're down there somewhere, but we can't see anything. I told fibs before. That other bridge was not the halfway point. This is the halfway point here. So this bridge crosses the river and lets you see what's up. Well, you can see both up and down the river a little bit, but the next bit, the Glen Loop, is 40 minutes up that way, and this one here is 15 minutes back apparently. It's taken us a lot longer than 15 minutes to get here, but it says 15 minutes back, so well, we'll make a decision and surprise you with what we do. So just walking across the bridge here at the moment. These are the falls going upriver. Can't really see upriver anywhere. And coming back downriver. Really nice. It's a very nice spot. Look at this old moss-covered tree. How awesome is it? The path that we're walking on at the moment is over to the left of the river. We can still hear it, but we're nowhere near it at this stage. So we're hoping it doubles back and heads over to Clare Falls, because that's one of the things that we've come here to see. Presuming that Clare Falls wasn't one of the falls that we've already seen. There's no signs or labels or anything like that, so we're just making a guess. Alright, so we've got right up to the end here. This is the end point of the walk that we're doing, and we're supposed to see Clare Falls, and there you go. Can't see a darn thing. Oh, that's annoying. We might be able to walk up the side there somewhere maybe to have a look. Yeah, Jen's not game to go down the edge, down the side, down that way. So that's disappointing. Let's go and have a look and see if it'd be relatively safe or not. It's doable, but yeah, we'll see. Well, we decided it's about a 5-meter drop from here, which is where we need to get down. We could get down onto that wall there, and that makes it about a 2-meter, 2.5, maybe 3-meter drop to get down. Getting there would be doable, getting back would not. So that's just a real pain in the bum, quite frankly. Oh well, Clare Glen Falls, we missed out on seeing you. Thankfully we saw some other falls along the way. We're going to continue on the trail up here and see where it leads, and then make our way back to the car. Where there's a will, there's a way. And there's the falls that we couldn't see. We think these are Clare Falls. We're trying to get down a little bit closer. Clare Falls. Heading up the path here back in the direction of Dougal. Hopefully at some point we'll see him. Although we've only just started our journey back. You can see the river down there. Yeah, so we've only just started our journey back, so we've got a couple of kilometres to go. Just thought we'd show you this field here and all the clover. We're not climbing over. because that there is an electric fence. And I don't fancy catching myself on it, on the electric fence, but we stopped here and had a look at all the little white flowers of all of the clover. Look at it. We wanted to go and see if we could find a four-leafed clover. But I don't know if you can tell on the camera here. Some of the clover is white, some of it's pink. It's really pretty. And then you've got the little white, the little yellow flowers interspersed amongst it all. It's very cool. This upper path on the way back, and I think there was also an upper path on the way down, is much easier than walking along the rocks and all the slippery bits and everything that we did earlier. We weren't to know, but at least we got to see some really pretty parts of the river and that by being down closer to it. But this upper path walks right up along the high bank, and you can hear the river and occasionally see it, but you miss out on all the amazing little waterfalls and things like that. Over in the field over here, there's some coos. I don't know if you guys can see them. There you go. Zoom in a bit. Some coos. Not hairy coos, but coos nonetheless. We like the coos. Yay, we just made it back. So it was when we left up at the far end of Clare Glen. It was 1:30, and we've had a few stops along the way to take photos and bits and pieces, and it's just ticked over 2:30. So time now to go home. Well, not home, but time now to go back to Dougal and have a drink because we're both really thirsty, and also to have some lunch. There's Clare Bridge just there. That looks really pretty. I'll just walk down a little bit and see if I can show you a little bit better without the trees in the way. Let's go back around the corner down here. I'm going to walk right in front of Jen, who's taking a photo. But let me just show you here. Well, I still get some sticks in the way in that, but that's Clare Bridge. Nice stone bridge. Running water going through and underneath. All the ivy hanging on the sides of it. It's just beautiful, hey? Alright, we're going to head back to Dougal. There you go. There's a beautiful picture of Clare Bridge, complete with the life-saving device on the other side, which really ruins the whole photo. Oh well. It's there for a reason.